John, we move on into another middleweight bout as Brandon Liggett will be taking on Andrew Lowry. And to get it started and bring out our first fighter, we send it up to the one and only Jake Digman.
The following contest is in the RFO middleweight division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Brandon Liggett.
Brandon Liggett, who is making his debut, and he's 21 years old, 6 foot, 185 pounds.
Yeah, it's always interesting with these guys that come in on their debut. You never know what you're going to get. You could have, because in the state of Ohio, you have to have 5 amateur fights. You never know what you're going to get. Does the guy have a brown belt in jiu-jitsu and a black belt in karate? Or is this guy, some guy that's just sitting at a bar drinking beer saying, hey, I could do this? You never know.
Well, what I do know is Brandon Liggett's coming from T County Boxing Academy, John, and as you know, those guys work the hands. They're very experienced in the stand-up game, and I'm looking for Brandon Liggett to try to keep this fight on the feet.
So he's definitely going to want to keep this standing. The one thing I would question going into this with a guy who's 0-0, what is your takedown defense? Because you're clearly, you coming from a boxing academy, you want to keep it standing. But what is your takedown defense? Because as a boxer, you don't have to worry about takedowns. But in mixed martial arts, you're in a cage. If you come up against even a collegiate wrestler, you got to worry about the takedowns. So that's one thing he's going to have to worry about.
Yeah, and I have another thought to throw your way, and I'll do it as soon as we get Brandon Liggett introduced, his opponent brought out.
And his opponent making his way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Andrew Lowry.
And as Andrew Lowry heads to the cage, another 21-year-old at 5'11", very similar size. And we'll take a look, John, at our tail of the tape and see how these fighters match up.
Yeah, 21 and 21, both 6 foot, 5'11", call it equal. They're both 0-0. I mean, we do not know what we're seeing, but by the same token, when we saw Cody Garbrandt, we didn't know what we were seeing.
And John, if we have a minute before Andrew Lowry gets in the cage, you mentioned the takedown defense. How important is it when you talk about amateurs versus pros and 3 rounds versus 5 rounds in the pros for amateurs to have takedown defense?
Well, 3 minutes versus 5 minutes is absolutely an eternity. So one of the things my coach, Jason Dent, former UFC fighter, always said, goes, when you turn pro, that extra 2 minutes is an eternity. So right now, what these guys need to do, the takedown defense is so important. So we're going to see if one Mr. Lowry can get his takedowns, but looks like by the stature of these guys, both guys want to stand and bang.
The following contest is in the RFO middleweight division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of New Philadelphia, Ohio. He weighed in at 182.5 pounds, representing T County Boxing Academy. He is making his MMA debut. Please welcome Brandon Kid Magic Liggett. His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Loudonville, Ohio. He weighed in at 184.5 pounds. Representing the stable, he is making his MMA debut. Please welcome Andrew Lowry. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Ty Wheeler.
Ty Wheeler, third man in the cage. And we're going to have to go with the blue corner for Liggett. And the red corner, red tape for Lowry. They touch gloves. Braden Liggett, Kid Magic takes center cage. Ooh. You know, he feinted the body kick, and it was there.
And we got southpaw versus traditional.
And it's Lowry who shoots for the first takedown. Good knee to the body by Liggett. And Lowry continues to work for the takedown. And he gets it. Big time slam from Andrew Lowry.
And it transitions beautifully to the mount.
Andrew Lowry knows exactly what he's doing inside this cage. Good patience. And there's a left that gets through and a right. Nice work by Liggett to get back to the feet. He lands a left and a right uppercut.
Oh!
Goes to the body. And it got Andrew Lowry's attention.
And another takedown.
Lowry wants this fight on the ground, and you know, there's so much energy expended by Liggett on that explosion to get back to his feet. How many times can he do that?
Yeah, but he's doing a great job right now, stretching his opponent out.
Lowry on top of Liggett. He's got back mount one hook in, and Liggett looks to reverse.
Yeah, and here we go. But he maintains the mount position.
He's got a head and arm choke, John. Can he finish from here?
I think he's going to get it.
And Liggett, I can see he's got thumbs up. There's Liggett with thumbs up. Eyes are clear. John, he's not to the side. He has the guard around the side of Liggett, and Liggett's on top, and he lets go of it.
No, but he does a great job getting back to back mount again, and now to full mount. And he is just in position every which way you turn.
But Liggett refuses to stay down. Excellent balance, top control by Lowry to maintain position as Braden Liggett attempts to buck him off.
And he's doing a great job keeping mounts. What he needs to do is start working his hands.
And Liggett's back up. We'll see if he has the opportunity to work those hands.
And both guys now got a chance to take a deep breath. All right, get your second wind. Let's go.
Braden Liggett, for as much time as he spent working to get it back up, he looks very composed. Nice right hand by Lowry connects.
We heard the 10-second.
And Liggett, Teague County Boxing, unloading on Andrew Lowry at the bell. And Braden Liggett looks none the worse for wear as he comes back to his corner, and he actually gets a smile from his coach.
And I think what we're seeing right now is both guys are absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, John, I would disagree with you. I don't think Braden Liggett is. He immediately, I mean, he went over to his corner. He's on both knees as we see the lovely Ariel let us know it's round two. But I think Liggett, his cardio's holding up to this point. He's just a hyper guy.
And here we look at some of the replays. Beautiful takedown.
Now, John, who's spent more energy in this first round? Is it Lowry with the top control and the takedown, or is it Liggett trying to get up?
No, it's definitely the bottom guy. You always spend more energy when you're the bottom guy because you're panicked. You're trying to get out of the position.
Now take a look at the fighters. There's Andrew Lowry, who was on top, and Braden Liggett, rather.
Yeah, and he's on his knees right now. He is gassed. So he spent more energy trying to work from the bottom, and it's simple math.
John, we officially have a gentleman's bet to find out who's more tired. We're going to figure it out right now. Dave McKinney is on my side. He says it's Lowry. Juan, it's 3-1. Juan, Dave, and Ryan. John, we'll see what happens. Because Liggett, he hustled over to the corner, and when he got up, he was the one that was landing punches. Let's see. Liggett offers a glove touch. Lowry accepts. Liggett takes center cage. Body kick. Lowry hits him, and he waves him on. Oh, uppercut from Liggett. Lowry trying the takedown, and he can't get it.
And here we go. This is where Oh, and Lowry's just calling him on.
You know, he's trying to get a little Diaz action going.
Yeah, right.
Hands up, saying, "What's up, man?"
Nate Diaz.
Do you hear the 209 in my? What's up, man? Body kick and a right hand uppercut. Watch that uppercut from Braden Liggett. Almost got it.
Good takedown right there.
And Liggett a little unconventional, perhaps.
Perhaps, but I think he's gonna be able to get to side control.
John,
and he's reverse mount.
And they can't do leg locks as amateurs.
As amateurs, they can do leg locks, but they cannot do heel hooks.
Okay, fair enough. And right now,
they cannot do anything that's twisting.
We got a nosebleed from Andrew Lowry. Liggett, I wouldn't say he's opened him up, but perhaps he's opened the floodgates on the nose of Andrew Lowry. And John, I'm telling you, look at Braden Liggett. He hasn't stopped punching. And there's his corner. He's taken the thighs. I would go for a calf punch at this point. It's not that common, but if it's there, go for it. Look at the punches to the thigh, John.
And he's doing something very, very smart. He's trying to wear out the legs.
Is that effective or annoying?
It's both. It's both. It's effective and it's annoying.
And look, John, here's the scramble. That's a true sign of who has the more cardio because Lowry's a better grappler, and Braden Liggett is on top, continuing to throw, and now looking for a submission.
Going for a guillotine, and now he's just raining down blows.
We've got a minute left in this second round. And Braden Liggett, I don't think intentionally, but he just gave up the leg. Braden Liggett shakes his head, looks at the official and gives him the thumbs up and says, "This is nothing."
Yeah, right. He's almost just like, what is he doing?
Right. But if I'm Braden Liggett and you know your opponent's tired, you got to get up and make him work because right now Lowry's resting.
Right, and he's doing a smart thing. He is punching those legs, take those legs out of him. He is not going to be able to stand. Once he gets up, his legs are going to be nothing. Oh, and he's even calling him on.
Yeah, he's got it. That blood continues to come from the nose of Andrew Lowry. And Braden Liggett, this looks like a... Braden Liggett, watch the two fighters. Braden Liggett still jumping around, and then he's going to just sit down comfortably in the corner, and Lowry hands over the head.
Oh, there we go. Now my 3-1 vote. I may have to agree with you.
And there's the lovely Leah letting us know it's round 3. John, we're going to see some action here from...
And, you know, one of the things, if he comes from a boxing background, just like Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, you know, Conor McGregor admitted, he goes, I got it round 12 because I was exhausted.
Yeah, take a look at some of these actions. These are some of the shots landed. Look at, there's the uppercut, and you're going to see one of these is the one that punched to the head. And Lowry, you know, he's clearly not comfortable on his feet.
Yeah,
right there.
He wants no part of that stand-up.
Braden Liggett knows that if he can keep this fight standing for any period of time, I think he puts Lowry out. John.
I have to say, right now it's 2-0.
And you answered it before I could ask it. You've got Lowry up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean he's just the superior striker.
Lowry's the wrestler.
I'm sorry. I reversed him.
So I think Lowry, the wrestler, won round number 1, and I thought Braden Liggett, the boxer, won round number 2. But neither of our opinions really matter.
No.
And we'll see. Watch, I expect Braden Liggett to come out and take center cage again.
With these guys both in black shorts, I keep getting them mixed up.
Ooh, big right hand by Lowry. Liggett tried to step in, uppercut, and he caught a straight left. Beautiful, beautiful counter by Lowry. Well, rather his first of the punch, more so than a counter. Body kick, big time, and a right. And Liggett, you know, Johnny.
He's looking for a triangle.
And look at these fury of punches. But, John, I feel like Liggett, instead of engaging there, needed to step back. You know, he needs that space to throw those punches and kicks. And instead of being so bloodthirsty when he knew he had him hurt to the kick to the body, stay away and let the round develop.
And good side control right now, but he's got to stay busy. Because our referee is not going to stand for this very much. He's looking for a key lock.
Lowry moving to the key lock. John, can he finish it here? He's tight to the cage. What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but, you know, everybody's jiu-jitsu is their jiu-jitsu. If he can keep his hips low.
And Liggett gets him often, but he doesn't have the energy for that explosion that he's looking for.
Again, he's looking for a triangle, but he's not very well positioned.
I'm not sure what that is.
He's going to be able to pass guard.
Now, John, right now, Liggett is he's throwing punches, he's more active, but Lowry's on top. Can you?
The judges are going to look at the person on top is in the dominant position.
And he kind of has, you know, like he kind of knows he wants to do the triangle, but he doesn't really have it. There it goes. And he's trying to lock it up, and he's off.
Now,
but he's landing punches, John, here.
He is the more active fighter from the ground, but in my experience, the person on top is always given the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, Lowry doesn't have enough energy to actually strike back at this point. And look at Liggett. He's active, even though Lowry's on top of him. And now Liggett takes top control.
Now this is where he may have turned the judges' scorecards.
45 seconds, half mount, John. What does he have to do to win this round and potentially the fight?
He's got to get past half guard, get to side control, continue to land punches.
A battle of attrition between Andrew Lowry and Braden Liggett. Liggett on top. We come into the final 20 seconds of round number 3.
And I think both guys are just trying to wait out the last 10 seconds.
And Braden Liggett, 10-second bell, and a burst of energy and strikes.
Oh, and there it is.
And there's the exclamation point.
Yep, if there was any question as to who won this fight, there right there on your screen is your winner.
John, I would agree with you, but I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think round number 2 is going to be the decisive one for exactly the point you brought up. Lowry spent the majority of round number 2 on top of Liggett. And there's that tendency of officials and judges to favor the guy on top.
Yeah, but when all's said and done, we are looking at our winner right now as he puts on his T-shirt, and here it is.
I think this was a turning point of the round, John.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. When he reversed mount, got into side control, was able to do what he needed to do, it's his fight.
Well, the unofficial scores at the broadcast desk say it's Braden Liggett. Jake Digman will tell us which one of these fighters moves to 1-0. Jake, without further ado, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both of these fighters. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, where all 3 judges have scored this contest. 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Braden Kid Magic Liggett.